She's arrived here in Toledo, and I get to say this for the first time, by the way. The Yankees lose. The Yankees lose. The Yankees lose. I love you guys, and welcome to an all-new edition of All Andy Alfred, right here on Clay Fan 23. I am your host, Andrew Alfred. I gotta tell you, this afternoon was the, actually this morning into this afternoon was the Crystal Bowersox parade, and the concert. It was a scheduled 45-minute concert, which she fell behind, and she only did 2 songs. She did Holy Toledo, and I think it was Bobby McGee. Don't quote me on it, because I was up on top of the parking garage, so I couldn't hear her, but we shall see. I mean, today is Crystal Bowersox Day in the city of Toledo, and I welcome her to the city. I took part in the parade. We'll have some videos posted up on that. It was fun. You can tell my face is red just being out in the sun. My arms are red, but that's the price you get paid for having fun out there. How about the Tigers last night yesterday afternoon, beating up on CC Sabathia and winning 6-0. Sabathia got the loss. He goes to 4-2 with a 3.71 ERA, and Verlander gets the win. He's now 4-2 with a 3.88 ERA. Cabrera and Bosch homered. The attendance was 31,130, and the game took 2 hours and 35 minutes. Now tonight starts a pivotal 3-game series against the Boston Red Sox. Charles Emerson Winchester's Boston Red Sox. It'll be Clay Buchholz in Game 1. He's got a 3-3 record with a 3.82 ERA. Scherzer will get the start tonight for the Tigers. He's 1-3 with a 6.81 ERA. On Saturday will be John Lester, 3-2 with a 3.71 ERA. Will take on Dontrell Willis, who's 1-1 with a 3.99 ERA. And Sunday, Jim Leyland has not posted a pitcher for Sunday's game, but we're going to go on presumption that he's continuing the rotation. It'll be Lackey, who's 4-1 with a 4.60 ERA, taking on Jeremy Bonderman, who's 1-2 with a 5.08 ERA. It's a nice weekend. It's going to be a nice warm weekend. Go up to Detroit. You could come to Toledo too and watch the ball game, but it's your choice. I mean, it's going to be a beautiful weekend. How about the Indians? The Indians losing yesterday afternoon, 6-4. Huff got the loss. He goes to 1-5 with a 5.35 ERA. Greinke gets the win. He goes to 1-4. He gets his first win. 2.73 ERA. Sovola gets the save. He's his 8th. Kayaspo had the home run for the Royals in front of 28,361. This weekend, the Tribe will be taking on the Baltimore Orioles. Masterson will get the start tonight. He is 0-3 with a 5.23 ERA. He'll take on Grint, who is 1-4 with a 4.67 ERA. On Saturday, it will be Talbot versus Mizuki. And Sunday, we'll see Westbrook versus Hernandez. All the games on STO. All the games you can hear on 1370 WSPD. Other scores of the major leagues: Baltimore beating up on Seattle 6-5. Texas winning over Oakland 2-1. New York, the Mets losing to the Marlins 2-1. San Diego beating up on San Francisco 1-0. And Houston beating up on St. Louis 4-1. Here's the standings in the AL Central right now. The Twins are 22-12. In their last 10, they're 7-3. The Tigers are in second place. They're 20-15, 2.5 back of the Twins, 5-5 in their last 10. Not that bad. The White Sox are 14-20, 8 games out. They are 9-1 in their last 10. That can't be right. Scratch that. Scratch that. I'm going to scratch that off. Don't go off of the 9 for 10. The Indians are 13-19, 8.5 back. They're 4-6 in their last 10. Kansas City is 12-23, 10.5 back, 2-8 in their last 10. It is the end of the week, and I want to take a look at the batting averages for your Detroit Tigers. We're going to do it in the batting order. So here we go. Austin Jackson is batting a .345 average with 1 home run, 10 RBIs. His on-base percentage is at .390. His slugging percentage percentage is a 0.466 slugging percentage. Batting second is Johnny Damon. He's batting an average of 293, 2 home runs, 15 RBIs, 405 on base percentage, .439 slugging percentage. Ordonez is batting at 282, 4 home runs, 23 RBIs. Miguel Cabrera 376, 8 home runs, 36 RBIs. This guy's a powerhouse, I'll admit that. Sizemore is batting 217, 1 home run, 8 RBIs. Indy is batting 230 with 3 home runs and 15 RBIs. Bosch is batting a 386, 3 home runs, 16 RBIs. His slugging percentage is .684. That is a great slugging percentage. Santiago is batting a 275, no home runs, 3 RBIs, and Laird is batting a miserable 176, 1 home run, 5 RBIs. Well, the Mud Hens were a loser last night. They lost to the Durham Bulls 6-1. Gardner gets the loss. He goes to 1-0 with a 9.82 ERA. Hernandez gets the win. He goes to 3-1 with a 2.25 ERA. The attendance was 6,551. Johnson homered for Durham. And tonight, it's Crystal Bowersox night at Fifth Third Field. Game time is at 7:30. Game starts at 7:30. You have to be there at 7 to welcome Crystal. She'll be singing the national anthem about 7:20. And there was no scheduled pitching matchup as posted yet, but they'll start at 7:30. Like I said, they'll play 4 against Indianapolis, and they'll play 4 against Durham. 8 games in 8 days. And then they hit the road, and then they come back to play Lehigh Valley. In the Iowa West, Columbus leads the division 22-13, 6-4 in their last 10. Indianapolis is 19-15, 2.5 back, 7-3 in their last 10. And Toledo, 18-17, 4.5 back, 5-5 in their last 10. You need to pick it up, boys. Louisville is 13-21, 8.5 back, 6-4 in their last 10 games. Tonight in the NHL playoffs, Game 7. It's Boston versus Philadelphia in Boston. 7 o'clock start on versus. Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals will be San Jose and Chicago. That's at 3 o'clock on NBC. Schedule for the Eastern Conference game would be Monday at 7. Montreal versus the winner of the Boston-Philadelphia matchup. NBA score, you've seen it all over. The Cavs lost. They lost it big time in the last minutes of the game. They gave up. They lost 85-94. I'm not a big basketball fan, but watching the last few minutes of that game was disastrous. It's a shame. I had an email from White Sox 901, the guy who was being a real jerk on the show. He sent me an email coming back here, and I'll read this off to you. He says, he made a comment, why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Well, we can be friends, but people's feelings can be hurt once in a while. Recommendation of the day, Kaleidoscope is tonight. I'll be headed down there about 5:30. You can stop by, say hello. Be going to the 7 o'clock show. Tickets 25, 15, and 10. They're at the door, or call 419-246-8732, extension 226 for tickets. And also, a new website, Glass City Socks, created by Nick DeVera, our friend Nick DeVera from AirsoftFunboards.net. It's glasscitysocks.blogspot.com. You can get all your White Sox information and baseball information from him, and you'll stay in touch with your Chicago White Sox. Remember, Tuesday we are doing a post-game version of all Andy Alfred. We'll be up in Detroit. The game will be approximately done about 4 o'clock. We will not have a show posted by then. We will have a show posted at least by 8 o'clock Tuesday night. This weekend is opening weekend for Cedar Point. You can stop on down there. It's going to be a great blast. I am Andrew Alfred. I hope you have an excellent weekend, because I am having an excellent day. And remember, as always, I'm pulling for you. We're all in this together. And especially to the Jackets, the Walleye, the Mud Hens, the Tigers, the Indians. I got to add it now. Crystal Bowersox. Victory is sweet when you have tasted defeat. Have a nice day, everybody.